Well, I thought our guys did a really, really good job of having tremendous intensity throughout the game, certainly amped up more in the second half, with our shooting. I mean, with our defense, even when our shooting wasn't going the way that it needed to be. We had 3 stops in a row 8 times, which is a huge number for us. It's right up there with deflections. We had 42 deflections. Aaron Cook had 10. And we had 3 stops in a row 8 times. That's big. Those are kind of things that are games within the game for us on the bench. But it's for us, when we make it hard is when we're not trying to make the extra pass, when we're trying to drive into traffic. When we make it right, we're trying to make the next pass. The ball's moving, we're cutting. And we got better at that tonight. And we had to make some adjustments in the lineup at times to make sure we had that. But our guys just have to learn that is how we play. And the ball sticking or the ball not being thrown to the cutter, not reversed from side to side, not going through the paint. Those are things we can't do. And we've got to continue to get better at that. Our shooting will get better. But tonight it was our defense. It was our rebounding. And they were a very good team, very good 3-point shooting team. And our guys, for the most part, did a pretty good job of the adjustments we were trying to make to guard them over the last few days. Go ahead.
Okay, we're going to get started with some questions. First, we're going to go to Mike Griffith, and then we're going to go to Anthony Dasher.
Okay.
Yeah, Coach, can you just talk about Aaron Cook, just a real stat box stuffer tonight and what you're seeing from him?
Well, I thought he's done a really good job, and the rebounds were big. The 8 assists to 10 points, but he came out. He was really, really moving. And I was worried because we've been going straight since Wednesday, and we practiced Wednesday, Thursday. We played Friday. We practiced Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We played a day. Our guys aren't used to that, and I thought the energy that they played with, the way that he came out, the intensity that he had, the way that he moved the ball. With Christian and Aaron the other night, it was good. It wasn't great. I thought tonight it was much better. And Aaron's got a lot to do with that because he can get out. We put him on the other team's best 3-point shooter in number 4 to start the game. He's getting dogged the entire way up the court in the pressure. Sometimes we brought a screen up. Sometimes we didn't. He played a lot of minutes and he never wore down. I think that shows the kind of veteran that he is.
Coach, you touched on the energy aspect. How much of that kind of pushed you guys through this game? And in a night where everything, like you said, wasn't working like you would hope.
I'm more concerned if Mike Griffith found out if you have a Porsche or not. That's what I'm more interested in. Because did we ever find out, Mike, if there's a Porsche dealer?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, maybe
I'm a pickup
maybe
truck
Anthony
guy
gets
anyway.
this from Louisville Porsche too. But
I'm a pickup truck guy anyway, Coach.
we got to have fun. I thought they really, really went well, and because I always worry about legs, right, and especially with the shooting. And they came out and they were really moving defensively. The game has always given you something. For us, it got us in the bonus at the 10:07 mark of the second half, and so then you have to play according to that. But our guys are learning. It's going to take a while with the chemistry. It's going to take a while with rotations. We still do not understand all the game plan aspects that you got to have night in and night out. Tonight's game plan will be different than what Saturday's game plan is. You got to make adjustments, and that'll take some time. But to play that hard, that intense, and I thought our crowd was really, really good. They really helped us, and it really helped us. And we'll get better from that.
Okay, next we're going to go to Ryan Dennis and then Lance McCurley.
Hey, Coach. I know Aaron had talked a little bit about that gelling and chemistry and whatnot. What's a realistic time frame to get those guys where you want them to be, and how difficult is that with so many new faces?
Oh, I don't think you can put a time frame on it. I mean, it's a lot of new guys. Some young, some old. They're all new. It just takes time, but we work at it every day, and you get better at it every day. And if you improve a little bit every day, I know it sounds corny, but it's really the truth, right? If you improve a little every day over a period of time, you've got something. The trick is that you don't take a couple steps forward, then take a couple steps back, right? Or take 2 or 3 steps forward, then 1 step back. All right. If you do take a step back, you gotta kick it and you gotta go again. And that's where we're at. So I don't have any crystal ball or any real view of that yet. I know they're really hardworking young guys. I know they're in that gym a lot when they don't need to be or when they don't have to be. And That's good. So when you have that kind of spirit and work ethic, and we'll get our togetherness right, we'll get our unity right, we'll learn. And it just takes time.
Hey, Coach, kind of talk about the tenacity of Braylon Bridges tonight. I think he nabbed 8 rebounds, had 9 points. He was kind of all over the boards there in the first half. And what kind of a difference maker has he been, in the locker room and just kind of on the floor?
Well, I think everybody likes him. I mean, we felt, I said this to him the other day, and I said, do you really want to be good? Right? Like, you have no idea how good you can be. And that's why we took him. I mean, because we think there's a lot there, a lot there. Now, he has had to deal with some health things over a period of time. He injured his ankle a little bit the other day, so we tried to keep him in and out a little bit. I wasn't quite sure how he'd play, but he can really score down low, and he can really pass the ball. We played him in some longer stretches than what we would have normally wanted to tonight, as he gets himself into really good game shape. But I think as he does, he's going to be a real factor for us, and we totally believe in him, and his teammates do as well.
Okay, next we're going to go to Davis Baker and then Drew Beal.
Hey, Coach, what do you think it says about your team that, despite some tough shooting in the first half, that they, stayed playing hard on the defensive end and held FIU to under 34% shooting?
Have you had a haircut since last year? That would be my first question.
I need one badly. Crazy week.
I'm not sure. I mean, COVID's over, man. Get to the barber shop.
I promise by next Tuesday. I got you.
Don't shave it though. I'm just kidding. To me, it's just there really is you just got to be together, right? Like, when you're together and when your guys are trying to make plays for one another, the game gets so much simpler. I mean, it just does. I mean, so it's really not. It's really hard to pinpoint it. It's really hard to predict when it's going to be like that. But when the ball is moving, and when you come in with an aggressive defensive mindset, and you're going to get on the glass, and you're going to run, and you're going to move without the ball, all right, good things are going to happen. So all the other stuff fills in according to those things. And that's what we just have to continue to learn to do.
Hey, Coach. So obviously chemistry has been a bit of a common theme with these questions so far. But rather than talking about looking forwards, could you comment a little bit on some of the progress your team has made thus far since showing up to practice this summer to tonight, the first game?
I mean, they're making progress every day. I mean, they're making progress in a lot of areas every day. We've definitely gotten better defensively since our trip to Charlotte in the exhibition game there. And we've gotten better throwing the ball ahead. And we're improving it. But I do think that this team is going to improve a lot because they can shoot the ball. There's a ceiling on teams that can't shoot the ball. All right. And sometimes it's self-inflicted because you don't work hard enough on your shooting, or you're too stubborn to change some of the mechanics. And that happens to teams. But when you've got a group of guys that are learning and trying to learn together and learn some differences in style of play and learn what we want with spacing, with the cutting and the movement and how far back we want them to get, they're going to get better at that. Every team I've ever had does. This team is going to be able to shoot the ball. And it's just a matter of having a couple of those good nights, and it'll come. But they're making improvements in every area.
Okay, next we're going to go to Jack Matheson and then Cole Acock, and then we'll end with Jared Smith.
Hey, Coach, you spoke about it a little bit earlier, but
good grief, what is this?
I kind of like the
Barbers
curls.
got to eat too now. The barbers have to eat. I mean, they got families to feed.
That's true. That's true. You spoke about it a little bit earlier, but after the game, I saw you walking through the student section, giving everyone high fives. Absolutely. What does it mean? What does it mean to you personally when the Georgia fans bring the intensity in the stands like they did tonight?
Well, it means everything. I mean, it means absolutely everything to me personally, and to our team. I mean, that's the driving force. Fans can help you win games. I mean, they don't have to be on the court. They're in the crowd, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the people that come in, and then we'll have more people in the stands. They'll come as they get a chance to see these kids. But one thing that's fun for me, and I just do it impromptu, and I don't script it, and I don't have social media around me and things like that. Just go meet students in certain areas, stand out in front of Bolton Commons, or just introduce myself, give them a wristband, give them a schedule card or magnet, and tell them we need them, right? I mean, and I think that connectedness is so important, and I've always done that. We've got more things that we're planning right now to help people know that we're playing games, And we never took for granted when we were packing the building. We never took that for granted the first 2 years. I'd say it ad nauseum. Every person matters. Every person matters. Well, they do. And then you go through COVID, and then you start the season where people maybe aren't thinking you're going to be that good. We still need to grow up, right? And we need the fans to help us grow. And I love our students. I love our band and the cheer team and the dance team, because they drive the energy of the building. And it's not us as players and coaches all the time. It's them. And I just love having them. And I think we'll have more and more.
Yeah, Coach. Aaron Cook hit the floor and got up pretty gingerly twice in this game, most notably on that flagrant foul. So what can you just say about his toughness, being able to bounce back from
That's pretty high.
hitting the floor pretty hard, and just being able to help close out that game as a leader in the second half?
I said it's pretty high. He's a tough young man. He's strong. I think he's getting better. I've said this all along. I said this when we signed him. He's going to have a chance to be an all-defensive team or all defensive player, or be on the all-defensive team in this league. And I know it's a long way before they count those votes and ask for him, but he'll get better and better. He can do a lot of things defensively, but you can't do a lot of things if you don't have intensity, if you don't have toughness, and you don't have resilience. And he's got those.
Hey, Coach, one of the things you really emphasized in Friday's post-game interviews was the team's physicality. How do you think the team did tonight compared to Friday's exhibition game against Morehouse?
I don't know. I'll have to watch the film, but I thought we were pretty physical. We had 17 offensive rebounds. We out-rebounded Florida International by 10, and they're a good team. They're a big team with really good shooting. I think it's physicality and understanding how to do it without fouling are always going to be works in progress. But I think we're making a lot of strides. I mean, there's no question, from playing an exhibition on the road at Charlotte to playing Morehouse on Friday to playing Florida International tonight, we are making strides from that Charlotte game. And that's kind of how I judge it as much as anything else. Maybe not as much game to game, but periods of time, and because some time had elapsed, a couple of weeks had elapsed on that. So that's what you want to look at with your team. Are they really buying into what they have got to do to win? And physicality. And that's one reason we're not as deep in the bench right now, because some guys aren't just ready for that yet. But they will be. They'll keep getting stronger and they'll keep getting better. And we're very positive about that.
Okay, that's all the time we have today with Coach Crean.
Thank you.